Have you ever stood up in the morning and felt your legs wobble just a little more than yesterday? Or noticed your hands aren't as steady when you hold a cup of tea? It's easy to blame aging, but what if the real reason starts with what's on your breakfast plate? In this video, we'll uncover a common morning habit that may be quietly draining your strength. And more importantly, we'll explore gentle, nourishing ways to support your muscles each day. Stay with me, because the smallest change could bring back the strength you thought was lost. 1. The hidden danger of poor breakfast choices. You wake up in the quiet stillness of the morning. Maybe your appetite isn't quite there yet, so you reach for the familiar. Just a hot cup of coffee, maybe a slice of toast or a sugary cereal, something quick to get you moving. It feels harmless, like a habit formed over decades. But what if that simple breakfast choice is slowly draining your strength without you even realizing it? After a full night of rest, your body is in need of renewal, especially your muscles. They've gone hours without nutrients and are now eagerly waiting for fuel to begin the repair process. If that fuel never arrives, your body switches into survival mode, breaking down muscle tissue instead of building it. Over time, this leads to a condition called sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. Not because of age alone, but because your muscles weren't properly supported when they needed it most. Studies show that the body's ability to rebuild muscle is highest in the morning, right after you wake up. But there's a catch. That repair only happens if you provide the right building blocks. A breakfast of coffee and toast doesn't cut it. Instead of nourishment, your body receives a quick hit of sugar and caffeine. You might feel alert for an hour, but then the crash hits. You feel tired, foggy, and unsteady on your feet, and your muscles are still starving. Many seniors believe they're eating enough, especially if they don't feel hungry. But feeling full doesn't always mean your body's getting what it truly needs. A lack of morning protein is one of the most common and most dangerous nutritional gaps among older adults. So what can you do? The answer is simple but powerful. Choose breakfast foods that actually support your body. Add in a source of protein like a boiled egg, Greek yogurt, or a spoonful of nut butter. Pair it with whole grains, such as oatmeal or a slice of whole grain bread, and don't forget to hydrate. A glass of water in the morning helps your body absorb nutrients and kickstarts circulation, two things your muscles depend on. You don't need to make drastic changes overnight. Even one small addition, like a handful of almonds or half an avocado, can shift your body into repair mode. It's not just about feeding hunger, it's a message to your body. These muscles still matter. Keep them strong. Because that first meal of the day is more than a routine. It's a decision, a quiet, powerful declaration that you are choosing strength, vitality, and resilience with every bite. 2. Sugary breakfasts sabotage muscle strength. It often begins with something that feels comforting. A muffin warmed just right, a bowl of cereal that reminds you of simpler mornings, maybe a cup of sweetened yogurt, or a tall glass of orange juice. It all feels light, familiar, and harmless. But for older adults, these sugary breakfast habits may be quietly chipping away at the very muscles that keep you standing strong. We've all heard that sugar isn't great for your waistline or your blood pressure. But what many people never talk about is the way refined sugar directly weakens your muscle health. When you consume sugar first thing in the morning, your blood glucose rises rapidly. Your body responds by producing a surge of insulin to bring it back down. It's a cycle that repeats day after day, and over time, it creates low-level inflammation inside your body, even if you feel fine on the surface. That inflammation becomes a quiet thief, interrupting your body's ability to repair and rebuild muscle after movement. So even if you're doing all the right things, taking walks, stretching, staying active, your muscles may not be getting stronger, simply because sugar is blocking their ability to recover at the cellular level. There's more. Refined sugar increases oxidative stress. This means your body starts producing unstable molecules called free radicals, which damage your healthy cells. Muscles exposed to this kind of stress gradually lose their strength. They fatigue faster, recover slower, and respond less effectively when you need them most, like catching your balance or getting up from a chair. The challenge is that sugar hides in places we don't expect. It's not just in desserts. It's tucked away in flavored yogurts, instant oatmeal packets, energy bars, even granola that's labeled as healthy. What may seem like a nourishing breakfast is sometimes no better than a sugary snack. And for seniors, every sugary start to the day is like telling your muscles they're on their own. No support, no rebuilding, just gradual loss of strength that shows up when you least want it to. But the truth is, you don't have to make drastic changes to protect your strength. It starts with awareness. Take a moment to check the labels. Words like glucose, fructose, corn syrup, cane juice, or maltodextrin are all forms of sugar. If it sounds sweet and scientific, it's probably working against you. If you enjoy a bit of sweetness, try adding real fruit like blueberries or pear slices to your breakfast. Reach for plain Greek yogurt and add a touch of cinnamon or vanilla for flavor. Choose steel-cut oats or whole grain toast instead of instant options. Each small change makes a big difference. Because sugar doesn't just affect your energy or your weight, it affects your coordination, your ability to stay steady, and your power to recover when life throws you off balance. And now that leads us into a simple morning habit, one that's often overlooked, that may play an even greater role in how strong and resilient your muscles remain. 3. Dehydration, a silent muscle killer. Water might be the last thing on your mind when you first wake up. Maybe you have a small glass with lunch or a few sips in the afternoon. But if you're over 60, not giving your body enough water, especially in the morning, could be quietly draining your strength day by day. Most people don't realize this, but your muscles are made up of nearly 75% water. That's not just a medical trivia point. It's the foundation of how your body moves and repairs itself. Water gives muscles their flexibility. It helps them stretch, contract, heal, and rebuild. Without enough of it, muscles grow stiff, tired, and more vulnerable to pain or injury. Here's the challenge for older adults. By the time you feel thirsty, your body is already in a state of dehydration. And as we age, that internal thirst signal becomes far less reliable. You might not feel the urge to drink, but your muscles could already be suffering. When you're even mildly dehydrated, your blood circulation slows. That means fewer nutrients and less oxygen reach your muscles. Waste products like lactic acid start to build up, causing tightness or fatigue. You might notice it as soreness after a short walk or stiffness in the morning. Maybe you feel a little lightheaded when you stand too quickly. These aren't just normal signs of aging. Often they're the body's quiet plea for more hydration. And it's not only about how much water you drink, it's also about what else you're drinking. Many seniors start their day with coffee or tea, sip on soda through the afternoon, and reach for juice thinking it's healthy. But drinks with caffeine or sugar can actually make the problem worse. They act as diuretics, pushing water out of your body faster than you can replace it. So the more you drink, the more dehydrated you may actually become. And while your taste buds feel satisfied, your muscles are still starving for the hydration they desperately need to stay strong and resilient. Thankfully, there's a simple way to turn it around. Start your day with a glass of water before anything else. Not coffee, not tea, just clean, cool water. This one habit alone can begin rehydrating your brain and muscles right away. Then continue gently. A glass before each meal, a few sips every hour, and a bottle nearby to remind you. If water feels too plain, add a few slices of lemon or cucumber, or even a sprig of mint. You can also eat your hydration with water-rich foods like watermelon, oranges, and cucumbers. You don't need to overwhelm your body with gallons of water, but aiming for 6 to 8 glasses spread throughout the day, especially if you're taking medications, moving more, or living somewhere warm, can bring back energy you didn't know you lost. Hydration isn't just about preventing muscle cramps. It's about protecting your balance, your confidence, your ability to walk freely and steadily. It's about restoring your body's natural rhythm so you can move through the day with strength, clarity, and ease. And coming up next, we'll look at something that might feel unfamiliar, but could become your strongest ally in aging well. It's not a drink or a diet. It's something far more powerful, your own strength. 4. Rebuild strength with movement. When you hear the phrase strength training, it might bring to mind images of weightlifters or crowded gyms filled with young people in tight workout clothes. For many seniors, that picture feels distant, maybe even a little intimidating. But here's the gentle truth. The older you are, the more your muscles need movement. Not the kind that exhausts you or strains your joints, but the kind that reminds your body it still has power inside it. Because after age 30, the human body begins to lose muscle gradually, and by the time you reach your 60s or 70s, that loss can speed up unless you take action. At first, the changes feel subtle. Maybe you start taking the elevator more often. Maybe lifting a bag of groceries requires more effort than you remember. Maybe standing up from a chair becomes a two-handed task. These small shifts are signs your muscles are asking for attention. Left unchallenged, they begin to weaken, not out of punishment, but out of quiet neglect. This gradual decline has a name: sarcopenia. And while it often moves slowly, it can change how you live before you even realize what's happening. But the most beautiful part is this: muscle loss is not a life sentence. It can be stopped. It can even be reversed. And it doesn't require a gym, a trainer, or a single dumbbell. Research published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research revealed that just 2 short strength-building sessions a week, only 30 minutes each, led to real improvements in muscle mass balance and walking speed in older adults. That's just an hour of intention a week to reclaim strength you thought was gone for good. So what does that look like in everyday life? It could be standing up and sitting down from your favorite chair without using your hands. Holding a simple standing posture for 10 seconds to challenge your balance. Doing light wall push-ups in the hallway. Using a resistance band while seated on the couch. Even lifting 2 water bottles as makeshift weights. These movements are simple, familiar, and friendly to your body. They don't need to be extreme. They just need to be consistent. Think of strength training not as exercise, but as conversation. A quiet reminder to your muscles that you still need them. And they listen. They respond. They support you as you reach, bend, carry, and walk. Little by little, they help you rediscover confidence in movement. They improve your posture. They steady your steps. They cushion your joints. They reduce your risk of falls. Most importantly, they return a sense of control to your daily life. Begin gently. 10 minutes is enough. Focus on slow, steady movement. Breathe fully. Pay attention to how your body feels. Over time, something powerful happens. Your muscles begin to remember their purpose, and you begin to remember that strength isn't something you had in the past. It's something you can build again, right here, right now. So 5, foods that weaken you from within. You might be doing everything you're told. You go for a walk every day. You drink more water now. You stretch. Maybe you've even started light strength training. But here's something few people talk about. If your meals are quietly filled with the wrong kinds of food, your muscles could still be under attack, no matter how active you are. Because movement is only half of the equation. The other half is what you choose to feed your body, and those choices have the power to either build you up or slowly break you down. Every meal is a message. When you eat foods that support healing, your muscles respond with strength and repair. But when your plate is full of inflammatory ingredients, even if they seem harmless, your body enters a state of quiet stress. Let's look at a few common culprits. Sugary drinks are one of the worst offenders. Whether it's a regular soda or a diet version with artificial sweeteners, these drinks raise inflammation, spike your blood sugar, and dehydrate your muscles. They give nothing in return. No vitamins, no minerals, just a temporary burst of sweetness followed by weakness your body can feel. Then there's processed meat. Those thin deli slices, sausages, or cured cuts of ham may be quick and tasty, but they're often loaded with sodium, nitrates, and preservatives. These additives interfere with how your body absorbs nutrients and add to something called oxidative stress. That's what makes your muscles feel sore longer, recover slower, and stay weaker over time. Refined carbohydrates like white bread, pasta, and white rice fall into the same trap. They may fill your stomach, but they don't feed your muscles. They break down fast, causing your blood sugar to swing and leaving your body tired and undernourished. Over time, this can wear down your stamina and make your muscle repair efforts feel like an uphill climb. Fried foods and fast food meals add another layer of harm. Loaded with trans fats and lacking in essential vitamins, they interfere with the hormones your body uses to grow and repair tissue. They also slow down circulation, meaning less oxygen reaches your muscles when they're working hard to recover. Even your everyday snacks may be part of the problem. Crackers, chips, and pastries often carry hidden sugars and chemicals that make your body work harder just to stay balanced. Pair these with energy drinks or sugary creamers, and your system becomes overwhelmed with compounds that trigger stiffness, soreness, and fatigue. But here's the hopeful part. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be more aware. Choose foods that are close to the earth. Go for whole grains over white flour. Choose fresh vegetables, berries, herbs like turmeric, and healthy fats like olive oil. Swap deli meat for grilled fish or lentils. Add color to your plate, and always ask yourself, does this food feel alive? Because your muscles are not just tissue. They are messengers of your vitality, and they are trying to heal every single day. They're doing their part. Now it's time to do yours, not with fear or restriction, but with care and intention. And as we continue, there's one more common habit many seniors turn to without hesitation: painkillers. But is it possible that this small relief is secretly working against your strength? Let's find out together. 6. Painkillers, a hidden threat to muscle repair. You wake up and feel it: a dull ache in your knees, a stiffness in your back, maybe a little soreness that wasn't there yesterday. So you reach for something small, something familiar, a painkiller. Maybe it's ibuprofen, maybe acetaminophen, and just like that, the discomfort fades. So the next day, you take another and another. It becomes routine, quiet, unquestioned. But here's the surprising truth. That small daily habit, meant to bring comfort, could be quietly working against one of your body's most important healing systems: your muscles. Every time you move, stretch, or even walk, your muscles go through something natural. They develop tiny tears, not harmful ones, but purposeful ones. These micro tears are part of how your body grows stronger. The body recognizes the tiny damage and sends a signal. Inflammation. Not the kind that brings danger, but the kind that says, let's rebuild, let's grow back stronger. But when you regularly take painkillers, especially non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, that signal is blocked. The inflammation is reduced, yes, but so is the body's ability to respond and repair. A study in the Journal of Applied Physiology revealed that frequent use of NSAIDs can interfere with muscle protein synthesis. This is the process your body uses to turn amino acids into new muscle fibers. If you stop that process too often, your muscles stop improving. You might still be moving, but you may not be gaining strength. You may find yourself recovering slower, feeling weaker, even though you're trying to stay active. And the decline can be so gradual, you don't see it happening until one day, simple tasks feel harder than they used to. And painkillers don't just affect muscles. Over time, they can stress your liver and kidneys, the very organs that help your body process nutrients and remove waste. They can irritate your stomach lining and interfere with digestion. And if you're not digesting well, your body won't absorb the vitamins, minerals, or protein. Your muscles need to stay strong and repair themselves. So in trying to ease your pain, you may be unintentionally starving your strength. This doesn't mean you should fear medication. Pain relief has its place, especially after surgeries or during serious conditions. But if reaching for a pill has become automatic every morning, it may be time to pause and ask a gentle question. Is this helping, or is it just hiding something deeper? There are softer ways to support your body: a warm compress over aching joints, an Epsom salt bath in the evening, a short walk to warm up the body, foods like turmeric, ginger, or salmon that reduce inflammation from within, deep breathing to calm the nervous system, even a simple conversation with your doctor about better long-term options. Your body speaks to you every day, not in loud warnings, but in quiet signals. And sometimes the kindest thing you can do is not silence those messages, but listen. Up next, we'll explore one of the most overlooked keys to strong, healthy muscles: protein. It's not just for athletes. It's a quiet, powerful ally in your journey to stay active and independent after 60. And chances are, your body is craving more of it than you think. 7. The nutrient your muscles are begging for. When people think about protein, they often picture athletes, gym bags, or muscle shakes lined up on store shelves. It's easy to assume that protein is something for the young, the fit, or the competitive. But the truth is quite the opposite. As we grow older, our need for protein actually increases. And yet, for many seniors, it quietly slips off the radar. If you're over 60, there's a good chance you're not getting nearly enough of it, and your muscles feel the impact more than you might realize. Let's look at what's happening inside your body. With age, muscle naturally breaks down faster. It's not because of anything you've done wrong. It's simply part of the aging process. But here's the real challenge. While your muscles are breaking down more quickly, your body's ability to rebuild them slows down. That means unless you give yourself the right kind of fuel, your strength will fade more quickly than it should, no matter how active you are. Experts from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition recommend that older adults aim for around 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight each day. For someone weighing about 65 kilos, that's somewhere between 80 and 100 grams of protein. But studies show most seniors get far less than that, often less than half. And this shortage doesn't come with warning lights or alarms. It shows up slowly, in the form of weak legs, difficulty climbing stairs, slower recovery after movement, or a sense that your body's just getting too tired too often. Many seniors eat meals that feel filling but are low in actual protein. Toast at breakfast, a bowl of soup at lunch, some rice and vegetables for dinner. These are familiar, gentle meals, but they lack the building blocks your muscles need. Without enough protein, it becomes harder to heal from small injuries, maintain balance, or keep your energy steady. But the good news is that change is easy, and it starts with one small shift at a time. In the morning, try adding a protein-rich choice like scrambled eggs, a spoonful of Greek yogurt, or a dollop of peanut butter on whole grain toast. At lunch, a handful of lentils or chickpeas can make a big difference. Dinner could include fish, tofu, chicken, or even a simple cottage cheese side. A smoothie made with oats, milk, and a scoop of protein powder can also help without adding bulk to your meals. You don't have to eat more, you just have to eat more wisely. And here's something that might surprise you. Muscles aren't built while you walk or stretch. They're built in the kitchen. Without protein, your body simply doesn't have the materials it needs to grow stronger, no matter how often you move. Protein supports more than just your muscles. It fuels your immune system, helps you heal faster, keeps your energy steady, and supports your balance too. Next, we'll explore one more overlooked ingredient in muscle health: sleep. Because your muscles don't grow when you're moving, they grow when you rest. And if that rest isn't deep and restorative, your muscles may never get the full chance to recover. Let's take a closer look. Today, you've taken a powerful step, looking deeper into the small, everyday choices that quietly shape your strength. From that first bite of breakfast to the way you care for your body throughout the day, every moment matters. But remember, this journey isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. A glass of water, a stretch between shows, a handful of protein. These gentle shifts are how you remind your body, I'm still here, and I still choose life. Strength after 60 is not built in grand gestures. It's built in quiet decisions, made with love and intention. And the beautiful truth is, your body is still listening. What message will you send it today? If this spoke to you, comment "Still Strong" below. And if you'd like to keep growing with us, tap subscribe so you never miss the next step in your journey. You've come this far, let's keep walking forward together.